Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition. When we last left off, we ran out of materials for the base building stuff, the tree farm. So I ran and hijacked the last bit of glass that remained at the monolith. Now, this does come. This is finally kind of push out the notion that there isn't even anything left at the monolith. It has been thoroughly stripped bare of all sand, all gunpowder, all TNT, all stone, all cobblestone. That thing is now stripped bare. If I want more out of it, I'm gonna have to dig it out. So, hopefully what we have is enough glass to satisfy the build requirements necessary to finish our tree farm. And then we can actually plant some trees in here. It'll be nice once we have the trees in here and they're all grown and things won't spawn in here anymore. It'll be nice. So, with that in mind, I'm going to just kind of glass up the roof. So, I was rereading one of Anarchonomicom's pieces, Kulak's pieces. I enjoy reading them. And, oops. His most recent one, him, I don't know. I think it's a boy. Based on the voice changer. Was going on about him believing in the old gods a lot more than Christianity, which is interesting, I will say, but I also don't blame him at all, for the points he brings up are really valid. He's had more experience with just random people telling him things, like an old man telling him about problems that he's gonna face on his motorcycle or something, and sure enough, a few weeks later, the thing that the old guy warned him about an hour, or not about an hour, but like that it would occur at 70 miles an hour, occurred at like 70 miles an hour. So, quite interesting to kind of see his take. It's not really much to. It's a lot of anecdotes about his life, and it's quite fascinating to see like a different take of how religion kind of influences decisions and such. It's quite cool. And then his other thing is like how pagan values are the root of Europe, and Christianity kind of puts a damper on those values, if not outright kills them. Like a lot of the values that we think of in the medieval era are inherently pagan in nature, not Christian. Dueling, honor over reason, stuff like that. And that liberalism itself would not have been able to be produced in the climate of a pagan Europe. Weirdly enough, Marcion kind of almost hit upon the same thing, I think. Where... No, wait, no, I'm thinking of something entirely different. No, nope. I am wrong. I'm thinking of something entirely different. I guess another thing to kind of point out is like World War II was kind of like the death knell of what remained of pagan values across Europe and the rest of the wider world. And what replaced it was super Protestantism, which was the original term for the post-world liberal consensus. It was the original term for it. And he's not entirely wrong at that assessment. I don't have to like that assessment, but he is not wrong that it produced the strangest or most destructive force for the West. Almost. It is... The super Protestantism is the end result of of mass democracy allowing the Sermon on the Mount to actually enforce its values that it so proclaims on such a wide mass of people. I'm going to run out of glass. Like you couldn't pry equality without Christianity, because even pagans would have laughed you out of a room for suggesting that they're equal to their neighbors. It's like, no, we're not. We're better. Okay, well, I guess I've fallen through. We are actually out of class. I thought I had enough. Damn. I'm gonna need to go on a mass harvesting run for all these materials. We'll get close, though. So, like, things like equality, protect your neighbor kind of mutates. It really tries to do, it really takes away the ability to punish when you take it to its logical extreme. You must always forgive. You must never dwell too much on the wrong that was committed against you. Which is very much an invalid statement that I would wholeheartedly disagree with. You need to be able to punish people without forgiveness. It's definitely a moral quandary to kind of steep yourself in. because Kulak is right. Half, at least, it appears that way. That you take away Christianity, you wouldn't get the decay you see today. And, well, paganism could have decayed too, but it would have decayed in a wildly different fashion than what is currently occurring. It would probably decay more like K-pop idols instead of whatever today is. It would turn into national level suicide, death cults running the show. That's unfair. Korea has exactly descended into that state. But it is also the only Asian nation that is like 33% Christian. It's actually surprisingly Christian for what it is. Which kind of proves some of the point, I suppose. Because once again, we have a, well, not as extremely Christian nation, but a nation heavily influenced by it at this point, undergoing a suicidal death cult that even communist North Korea, while yes, they've also are experiencing like birth rate decline, not to the extreme levels that South Korea has decided to indulge itself in. The funny thing that I've seen is that people aren't choosing to be in North Korea. Actually, they are, because there will actually be Koreans in North Korea, which is absolutely hilarious statement when you think about it long term, because it's not entirely wrong. I've cleared out this section of sand. That should be enough. I hope. Let's try and top off this stack, though. Cool. Stack acquired. Pig fall? I'll take free dinner. It's hard disagreeing with the line of thought Kulak has presented. Hard to disagree. Did I cook any stone? No, I don't have any stone. I am out. Damn. I am out. Alright, well. Let us cook this stuff. We're gonna put these 3 stacks in here then. Put the leather in here. Drop these 4 pieces of coal back in here. And I guess, since we do actually need it, I'm going to use all these stone picks first, but we are going to make a new diamond pickaxe. And I guess we can take some wood down with us. Oh wait, it's over here. Duh. Okay, we've got our picks. We can drop off these arrows too. We don't need them all. Keep the sticks. Dump the wool. Yeah, that's fine. And we don't have much wheat on our person, so let's just turn it all into bread. Alright. Good enough. And we're just gonna go pop into one of these corridors. I know I started a second batch of corridors. Yeah. We're just gonna kind of make a new 2-wide shaft. Ooh, a cave. A small cave, but a cave nonetheless. Based on the sound of it, there's gonna be another piece of cave up ahead. Neat. I do want this coal, though. We're gonna need it. Trying to think if there's anything else to really drive the point home. I'm not really coming up with any. With the pagan thoughts. I mean, that kind of is some of the songs are based on. Or Kulak's threads. Because they're quite valid. They're quite valid, and I have yet to hear anyone counter them properly. Maybe someday. I just don't know what will cause Christianity to really pull itself back together. It's going to be a very hard sell for a lot of people. Because right now, the geriatrics are in charge. And the geriatrics seem to be hell-bent on tearing apart the last vestiges as a sort of gimme, I got mine, fuck you. Or as started to note, there are a Saturnian generation. Because what other way do you describe it? Saturn / Kronos ate his own kids to keep himself alive. So who will be Zeus? Who will be Jupiter? Who will be Zeus? I do not know, and I will not pretend to know. Missing pieces of gravel, huh? That means there is a lava pool right under me. And I keep hearing these skeletons. I'm gonna see if I can't punch into that lava cave again. Should be right up here. 5. And 5. Just gonna build down. This is this corner. true danger. There we go. On fire. Still on fire. That sucked. Not much cobblestone. Well, I suppose we'll have to get some more later. But in any case, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and we will see you all on the next episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition.